I really love the fact that all three of the flying steel types are so different: Skarmory, Corviknight, and Celesteela. And I especially love the fact that Celesteela can function just as well offensively as it can defensively. What's up, guys? You got pokeaim here. Today we have some Wi-Fi battles. Shout out to my boy Lamar for the squad. This is what we're going to be using today. We have some Trick Room, we have some Speed Control, we have some Anti-Trick Room as well. Shout out to Quagsire. Curse Quagsire helps us deal with opposing Ice Pony, which is a giant threat. Glacier is a giant threat. If you guys do enjoy these Wi-Fi battles, let me know in a comment down below. Let me know what Pokemon you want to see me use as well. And obviously subscribing. I upload these, I want to say at least 1 to 2 times a week at the minimum. And they're always a good time, you know. I haven't played with this team yet, so we're probably going to get a couple L's, but we'll go forward as well. And, you know, you help me out. I'm on my way to 255,000 subscribers. I love Pokemon, so this should be a lot of fun. It's pretty late at night, so I cannot be the... oh, these are teams that we were not going to be using on Battle Stadium. That is for sure. Those teams are not made for that. But, yeah, it's really fun to do this, and I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of Battle Stadium singles on this road to rank 1. And I don't care how long it takes us. We will get rank 1. I promise. I haven't used Urshifu in a minute, man. Yeah, there's so many busted mons, I feel. I'm so excited to use Celesteela. I just think that mon is so good. It really is. It just has coverage for everything, which just makes it. And the Saltfest as well is so cool too, because you can check Pokemon like Heatran. So it makes a big difference. I'll fix my mic. Hopefully you find a game. It's only 2:55 a.m. Come on, everybody should be playing right now. Exactly. Ain't no school tomorrow. Ooh, 5,000 points less than me. Hopefully I can take them. So, I love my opponent's team. I'm a big fan of Quagsire here. I think that Quagsire actually can stop the majority of their team. With the Unaware. My Glacier also kind of just wins. And because they're running offense, I really want to bring Urshifu. I feel like it's just so good. Especially if they bring like dual screens, Regieleki plus friends. So I'm definitely thinking Quagsire plus Urshifu. And then as a backup check to special attackers and Tornadus, I'm thinking either Celesteela or Naganadel. Now Naganadel is very fast, so that's really good here, but I think Celesteela is just better defensively. I'm gonna see if I can get their lead, the lead play right. Like if they want to end up going for, I mean, basically they have no good lead versus Urshifu. It's just too good. Like I have Focus Sash, I'll live every hit, and if they close combat me with Pheromosa, Wicked Blow is gonna knock them out into Sucker Punch. And if they lead off with Regieleki, I can easily hard switch into Quagsire. That's Tornadus. Obviously not the best lead matchup for me. Obviously isn't even like, is it really that bad? I'm kind of debating just Wicked Blowing. I don't want to go hard into, first off, they can miss their attacks. That's a big thing too. They have Air Slash, so they're less likely to miss. But I'll live because of my Focus Sash, and ideally I don't get flinched here, and I get off damage on them. I didn't want them nasty plotting as I go Celesteela. Oh, and they're Life Orb too, so that makes it a little bit easier for me too. Woo! Torn goes down immediately to the Wicked Blow. We already know that move auto crit, so I'm very glad Tornadus goes down because that's one of the mons that I didn't like fighting with Quagsire because it's a special attacker, and they end up going Regieleki, which isn't too bad. It means I can actually save my Urshifu, and the only thing they can do is get up screens. Wicked Blow would go through it anyway, so I'm not as worried about that. But because Quagsire is so good defensively here, I'm gonna use it. Ooh, their acrobatics. That's their way of like hitting something. But yeah, I mean, Quagsire being leftovers and all that stuff makes a big difference here too. I'm assuming there's just no item and it just does nothing. We'll Scald. Potentially getting a burn on Blastoise goes a long way. Obviously stops it from setting up on me. As they go hard, Marowak. Uh-oh, it's not looking that good for my opponent. It is definitely not looking that good for my opponent, because all I got to do is sack my... I mean, I don't even have to sack, to be honest. I can win the game right here with this Pokemon. Why not? Now let me be safe. Let me just go Celesteela, sack it, then get an Urshifu, click Wicked Blow, Because I could Dynamax here and win, but I mean they have to Dynamax in order to do anything. And Quagsire will 100% always beat Regieleki. So I think I did bring the right Pokemon. Quagsire to deal with that. Wicked Blow to just do a lot. This is going to do so much damage. You know, all things considered, that wasn't that bad. Even if they Flame Charge, they're still slower. Oh, they go Regieleki as well, which doesn't even make a difference. Like, that doesn't help. Regieleki might just die. I only have 4 attack investment, but still, Regieleki doesn't have the best defense. Yup. Straight on, Celesteela picking up. Pokemon just beating their counters, man. You see Urshifu beating Tornadus. You see Celesteela beating the Regieleki. Hey, leave a like for that. And then they're going to go out to Marowak, but it doesn't matter what they do. At that point, I just click Earthquake. I have Quagsire. I have Urshifu. If I wanted to, I could 3-0 them, which is the equivalent of a 6-0. But I'd rather just take their points and keep going. But yeah, it started off. It's a good start. Like, they're going to Dynamax here. Which again, I don't think makes a difference at all in terms of me winning or losing. Physically defensive Quagsire has enough to eat every hit no matter what. And Urshifu can just finish them off as well. I want to Gigantamax with Urshifu just because I haven't done that in a little bit. Oh, and I'm faster too, so I get off a little bit of damage off on them. There's the Max Flare. I think Celesteela coming through, man. Picking up that KO. I guess they didn't want to Dynamax immediately with that, and they wanted to see if they can get away with something. Maybe they expected Max Airstream. Doesn't matter, though. They bring out my Urshifu. You know what? I'm a Dynamax just because I like how G-Max Urshifu looks. I am. Just because I like it. And I want to hit them with the G-Max 1 blow, because I like how this attack looks. That's why Dynamax in this game. No! No. They didn't let me. They did not let me. Unfortunate. Why couldn't you give that to me? Isn't it... What time is it over there? It's like 6 a.m. Early battlers. Like right now, right? It's like 6. Oh, not bad. Okay, so I went down to basically where I was before. That's awesome. And we're 14-5, so that's pretty cool too. I think we've been on average doing really well. Past 2 videos, which were kind of just started. This is episode 3, if you guys didn't know. Oh, okay, so 100% Celesteela's coming here. Deals with Lando, unless it's Gravity. Deals with Torn, deals with Naganadel, deals with Urshifu. Celesteela for sure coming. They have an Avalugg, which is something I expect them to bring versus me. I think I go Urshifu, Celesteela. Okay, I think I go Urshifu lead, Naganadel and Celesteela, and I just say screw it instead of bringing Quag, because I'm gonna check their Naganadel as well as their Coco offensively. That's the game plan. And I think I'm gonna end up Dynamaxing my Celesteela in this game, which is going to help because, I mean, I get Max Quake, which is cool, but Celesteela is basically there to let me deal with Avalugg. And Urshifu is just a good Pokemon. So lead off a Landorus. Focus Blast is something they could go for here. If I can get damage so I can Sludge Wave sweep them, I will. So that's how I'm going to go for Wicked Blow and a Sucker Punch. If they go for rocks in front of me, that's fine too. Yeah, they go for Earth Power. So I'll be able to survive. And, yeah, I should be able to pick up my KO. Well, not my KO with it. This is not going to KO. This is going to do like, what, 60%? Maybe a little bit more? Oof, that's enough for Sucker Punch. Now, I do not care if they click... I don't care if they click Stealth Rock here. I'm going for Sucker Punch no matter what. Yeah, so they make the Stealth Rock play, which is smart. But I don't think Stealth Rock make too much of a difference. Like I said, my aim is to win with Sludge Wave. So... all I need is damage on Landorus. And if this Sucker Punch doesn't actually end up knocking them out, oh, okay, I'm good with them switching out Landorus too. That's an extra speed boost later. So there's Naganadel. I'll Sucker Punch this too for a little bit of damage. If they Dragon Dance, wow. If they opt to Dynamax, which I think is fine as well because I have... Again, I have Choice Scarf. I have my Choice Scarf Naganadel. And I also, like I said, have my my Celesteela in the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Dynamax versus this thing, click Max Quake to get Spadef raises. And what I'm thinking is I think their last is most likely going to end up being the Coco? I could be wrong, but I think it's going to end up being Coco. So I just want to make sure like I'm good. Like I want to cover all my bases, which I feel like Celesteela helps me do that. You get a special attack raise and a speed boost. The other play I can make is going Naganadel here and risking a speed tie and going for Draco. I think that might be better if they did bring Coco, because Celesteela can then win from there. You know what? Let me just go Celesteela and do exactly what I said I was going to do, which is Max Quake into Max Quake to get Spadef raises into attacking. I feel like I don't kill. Maybe this is the wrong play. If they did bring Coco, if they didn't bring Coco, this might have been the right play. I feel, because this mon shouldn't die to Landorus, but it's just not it's not fast enough to get speed boost to beat Coco. I think I should have Wicked Blow. I think I'm gonna lose this because they have Coco plus Landorus, and I'm not gonna be able to knock out Landorus with the attack, which is unfortunate. We'll see though. The Max Flare isn't gonna matter too much. Good chunk. Never mind. I lied. Yo, that did so much. What the hell? that did so much damage. Okay. The next one's really gonna hurt too. But I get a Spadef raise here, but the sun is also up, so I don't think that matters. I think I have a shot at living this. So I'm gonna just go for Max Quake again. I'm gonna go for Max Quake again. I think I live this. Like, barely, but I do, right? No! I lost. I lost. Okay, so what I should have done was probably risk. If I knew that would have went that way, I should have just risked a speed tie. Or bring Cresselia over Naganadel. So, okay. We learn. But I definitely should have just went for the speed tie then. Versus their Naganadel. Hopefully won it. Click Draco. And then try to... Oh, shiny too. So you already know I would have won that speed tie. So we take our loss pretty early today. After I just go on about, yeah, winning and stuff like that. And they probably have Dragon Pulse. I feel like they're a Dragon Pulser. I don't know why I feel it. What? Bro, why am I still faster? Huh? Okay, so I definitely should have won Naganadel. That has to be like 0. Doesn't that have to be like 0 speed? Didn't they get speed boosts? I swear they got speed boosts. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe they got special attack raise, which is why I lost in that situation. So that was my bad. And it's 3:07 a.m. So please don't blame me. I mean, this is definitely gonna kill Landorus too. They'll still kill Lando for sure. At least I get to drop a Draco. This is my favorite move. So maybe they have Avalugg in the end, and they don't. They actually only have Body Press and not Avalanche. And then I Draco crit them into Sturdy, and then they go for Body Press, which obviously doesn't beat me, and then I went from there. Unfortunately, yeah. So I should have went Naganadel first, man. That's my fault. If they have Urshifu, I can hope that I crit them and they're not Focus Sash, but they're almost always Focus Sash. It is Urshifu. Well, again, I can hope that they're not Focus Sash and that I crit them with Draco. That's my play. Let's see. We land the third Draco. I did not crit. So yeah, okay, so I should have went Naganadel first, click Draco, and then hopefully won the speed tie like I did. On their mod, knocked them out at that range they were HP they were at, and went from there. So that was my fault once again. Let's see if they were Life Orb too. Nope, so they're most likely either Weakness Policy or Focus Sash. So we take an L, unfortunately, but we learn from it. Now I know how to go. How the hell did I speed? Why did I outspeed their Naganadel? I swear they went for max airstream and also got a speed boost after. Is that even possible? But I have to watch back the VOD. They probably got a special attack raise. I mean, they had to get a special attack raise, right? I swear it's at speed. Go team, yo. I was just talking about, yeah, I feel like I'm doing better. Take an L immediately. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Celesteela, not the best in this game. Not the worst, but not the best versus Rotom and Charizard. Not that I have the best Rotom and Charizard answers in this game. I like Urshifu. I feel like it's really strong. I think we go Urshifu, Cresselia, Glass Gruyere, and try and win from there. I feel like that's very possible. So Trick Room with that. Little Rotom weak too. Nah, it's definitely possible because I just get the weakness policy. Could also just bring Naganadel as well, but I feel like this is better. Especially because Urshifu weakens. Glass Gruyere, if it gets a boost, it knocks out everything. Quag is just, like, it's weird. Quag is good but bad. It loses to potentially Nihilego, Charizard, and Whimsicott. Shoot, I mean, if it's, like, it loses to Mimikyu if it's random Woodhammer, which I wouldn't put it past anybody to run that. Especially if Quag is super viable right now. That's another thing. Like, I'm doing this. I want to make a battle spot or battle stadium singles viability list and stuff like that. But I need to play. I need to keep playing. So this might be the episode of else. But we'll see. Anyway, I let Urshifu just because the Focus Sash gives me a better matchup versus Rotom lead, versus things like that, versus Charizard lead, etc., etc. That's Rotom. Alright, good. So I got the lead matchup right at least. And a hit off on this is going to go a long way in terms of like Glacier knocking it out. Plus I can always Lunar Dance to bring this thing back if I need to. So let's see if they're Scarf. Or if they opt to like Dynamax immediately. I'm not that special defensive on Cresselia, which I don't like too much. But yeah, I want to get a hit off on this. And Wicked Blows the play. So nice. So this damage again is going to help out my my Glass Gruyere. Oh my god, that's going to help out. Every time I crit with that move, I'm always like, man, I just locked my opponent. But no, I didn't. It's just auto meant to clear it. And that thing was specs. And that wasn't even bulky specs. It was just specs like HP type of thing. So we got the damage on that. For Glass Gruyere. And yeah. Is that Charizard? That's Nihilego. Which isn't too bad. I'm just gonna Wicked Blow. I should Sucker Punch actually, but I'm assuming they're gonna Meteor Beam here. Oh, they were not running max speed. You should not be doing that. You should always be running max speed on that mon, because now they just gave me 2 for 1. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I run max speed on Pokemon that are fast. Just that specific reason. Like Darmanitans and Excadrill should always be like jolly. Always, always, always. Nihilego should always be timid. You outspeed Zapdos. You outspeed Urshifu. Oh, there's Swampert too, bro. They hella lost. For sure they lost. That's a wrap. Because I just, I hit them once. And I can win the game with Crest as well. I'm going to get some damage off on them here. I don't know why they should have went Pert first. Definitely not Nihilego. I guess they expected me to be adamant. I was adamant. I would have killed Rotom in one hit. That would have been funny. Kept my Focus Sash. I like how I'm running Focus Sash on this thing, but I'm not running counter. I love the fact that I'm running offensive. Alright, there's the Max Knuckle. So there is one turn, which is fine, and that's a Sewer Power, or whatever. Oh, it's Life Orb too, which I think makes it a little bit easier too. So we go Crest. So that's one turn of Dynamax. The second turn is me setting up Trick Room. Third turn is me dying. I'm pretty sure I died to Max guys are into attack, but I mean, I don't have to do that. I just Lunar Dance. So I Trick Room up. They're for sure going to die to Glacier after they take a little bit of damage. So after 2 Life Orb hits, for sure. Or at least 1 more Life Orb hit. They max Quake there, which is weird. I don't know why they max Quake there, but Maybe they thought I'd double? Or is this their only attack to hit me? Or they're trying to waste all... They're trying to waste my Trick Room turns, right? Is that why they did that? I don't know why they did that, but... I went for damage just to substitute the Life Orb damage because I didn't get any off on them. And yeah, so I'll go for the Lunar Dance here. They can't max guard. I don't know why they didn't hit me at the first one, man. I hope they don't have sub on a Life Orb set. Alright, we just go for Lunar Dance so we get on out of there. That way they can't stall out my Trick Room. That game's in Glass Your Air. Rain is up as well, so... Ooh. Okay, they're trying to stall out Trick Room. They definitely were trying to stall out Trick Room. Alright, that makes sense. But, unfortunately for them, my pony is max attack invested. And I'm going to Dynamax immediately. I don't know if you guys saw the first episode of this series, but this Pokemon is straight up busted. I'm gonna turn Trick Room. 2-turn Trick Room, all I need. Because this Max Hailstorm for sure killing. At 50 for sure. And even if it doesn't kill, it's gonna leave them like at a smidgen, and to the point where they're at Life Orb for sure. Like 100%. And even if it doesn't kill with Life Orb, I have Hail Up as well. So I'll be killing with that. And they're not gonna knock me out with Sewer Power or Hammer Arm or whatever. I'll get my Weakness Policy. And it doesn't matter. Basically what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna knock them out. I'm gonna knock them out. However, if I do not manage to knock them out and they have Random Protect, let's say they have Protect in their Swampert, I would go for Max Quick in the following turn to get a Spit F raise. That way I can guarantee live a hit from even Specs Rotom. But again, this is Glass Your Air. Like this Mon is strong as hell. And we have one more turn of Trick Room. One more turn of Trick Room to abuse. So while they did, it makes sense what they were doing. They were trying to make sure that they didn't lose to my horse in the back. So I understand why they Earthquaked, why they Max Quaked, and why they Earthquaked again. They were trying to stall out them turns. But nah, if I didn't have Lunar Dance, they probably could have done it. Because I do, they don't. I'm going Max Hailstorm right here too. Finish you off with another ice move. That's the way that's how you disrespect an opponent. You finish them off with a move that they resist. No disrespect to them, but a little bit of disrespect to Rotom itself. There we go. Hey, okay. So we got a quick win back after that L that we got. Nice. Shout out to my horse. I wish it took the chilling neigh into like the next game. Just give me the banded power. Bump, bump, bump. I got the big nugget. Okay. Finally be part of Team Rocket. They should have said, when I said yes in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, I should have been guaranteed in Team Rocket. Like, well, for sure. For sure. They say, oh, you don't mean it. Like, bro, I mean it. I'm trying to play in Team Rocket. What's up? So I put on the cheat code with my actual replay to steal Pokemon. Nobody else did that? Okay, so for sure, Glass Your Air plus Cresselia here. And I think Urshifu. Ooh, Naganadel is pretty good too. Naganadel, Celesteela ain't bad. Like, Celesteela beats 5 out of 6. I could go hard Trick Room. I just feel like I'm not the best at like picking what's strongest for me to bring. Maybe Naganadel, Crest, Glass Your Air, and I go that route just because that's a little bit stronger versus Celesteela and things like that. I could try and beat Lando immediately. If they lead off with it, I could Draco it. Or switch, because switching's probably better. But like if they lead off with like, let's say, Tapu Fini, I'll go right for a Max Flare because it hits Celesteela upon switching, which should be their switching. And then I abuse Naganadel. Like I think I play aggressive with my Naganadel in this game. And then try to win the end game with my horse. Though maybe Dynamaxing into winning an end game with horse isn't the smartest thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna end up getting up Trick Room in front of like Tapu Fini or Mimikyu who can SD in front of me. Tapu Fini who can Calm Mind. Best case scenario for me is I win the game with Naganadel quickly. I think that's when it happened. Otherwise I get overwhelmed by my opponent, I feel. Let's see what they lead off with. Lead off with Rillaboom, so good lead for me. Unless they're focus dash high horsepower, I'm in a good spot from the beginning, and I kind of feel safe just clicking my max flare. Well, do I have to max flare? I think I have to max flare. A regular fire blast seems good, just because any damage on Celesteela will help, and also damage on Rillaboom will help. And I can hit like my next attack on like Cinderace, for instance, if I want to. So them knowing they have Rillaboom is really good because I have super effective hits on all of my Pokemon to hit it. So I'm okay in that spot, I think. And again, if I Fire Blast into Celesteela and I actually manage to land, I'll get some good chip, which can help my Glacier in the end game. So they opt to stay in and Dynamax immediately. Uh-oh. I might lose my Mon immediately if they're high horsepower. Let's see what happens though. Because if they Dynamax this, they can lose to Cinderace. I mean, they can lose to Glacier as well. Okay, I managed to land, which is great. No weakness policy. Max Quake is going to knock me out. Makes sense. I think I set up Trick Room. I think I set up Trick Room and Lunar Dance, and then go right for my attacks and pray that they didn't bring... I mean, from that spot, if they have Tapu Fini, I think I lose. So that makes sense when they die. They probably do have Tapu Fini. I may lose. I mean, it depends. It depends on the last. Like, I may lose immediately. That was a really good max, actually. If they brought Fini, that was a really good max. Trick Room. We got the Trick Room here. I should have lived max Overgrowth, even in terrain. They went for the wrong attack, I think. Yeah, that's not gonna do as much as what a max Overgrowth would have done. I'm almost tempted to go right out into my I'm tempted to go hard into Glacier just in an attempt to save this, because I can always heal it. But if they went for max Flurby and they didn't go for the max Overgrowth, you know, I'm going back to Glacier. Let's see. If they go for max Overgrowth, so be it. I feel like them not doing it that last turn makes sense that they wouldn't do it again. You know, maybe I'm wrong though. They should go for it. Okay, they went for Max Darkness. Great. So, like, literally the attack that does nothing to me. The least. I don't know why they wouldn't go for Max Overgrowth. It's in terrain. But this is good because I can always Healing Wish my Mon back, which is awesome. Now, I don't want to miss, and I want to get as many kills as possible. So, I got, what, 3 turns for 3 kills, potentially? Yeah, 3 turns for potentially 3 kills. So we're going to go right for the Max Hailstorm. I'm going to Dynamax immediately. I do not want to miss Icicle Crashes and lose the game because of it. If they go Tapu Fini, so be it. If they go Celesteela, I'll 2-hit KO them. Tapu Fini as well. Gets up the Misty Terrain, which is good, because that means that I actually... well, that means that I actually should... they won't be healed, basically, and I'll be doing... If they don't have leftovers, they'll be taking hail damage as well. And Max Steel Spike does a lot. Like, no matter, I'm pretty sure Max Steel Spike will do a good chunk. I mean, this horse is strong anyway, so even resisted hits will do not that much. And plus, if I go for multiple Max Steel Strikes and they end up having either Mimikyu or Cinderace in the back, I can live a hit. I can definitely live a hit. So, for sure, we go for the Max Hailstorm here. And then we go for double Max. Oh, that did a good chunk. Oh, that for sure. That's nice. Yeah, so we go for double Max Steel Spike. And I hope they don't have leftovers or a berry. Honestly, I hope they don't have an item. I hope they don't have moves. I just hope their DS Switch dies. All of it. Am I a bad person? No. So yeah, we go for Max Steel Spike. To get +2 defense so we can live a hit for Cinderace. Moonblast isn't going to do too much. They're specs. Holy crap. Holy crap, they were specs. We'll go for another Max Steel Spike. Bro, that's hella specs. They may end up sacking something here to bring back in this Mon just to click a button. Oh, that's a good play if they do that. Okay, they didn't. Man, I didn't expect to take that much. I didn't think they'd be specs. That makes sense though when they didn't have an item. So I get the +2 defense. Unfortunately, Trick Room is gonna end here, and it really does depend on the last. If it's Mimikyu, I can win. I do a lot to Mimikyu. If it's Cinderace, I think I lose. Maybe. Let's see. It's Mimikyu. Okay, okay. I think I can win. Because again, the +2 defense is going to let me eat every hit from their attack. I'll definitely live a +2. I'll live a Shadow Claw. I'll live whatever they go for, honestly. I hope they go for Trick Room. Swords Dance. Okay. Might come down to if Crest can do it. If Crest can do it versus Rillaboom, which it may be able to. All depending. The Hail might be worse for me here. Ooh, Defense Raise? Keyberry? That doesn't matter. They're going to die. This Mon too bulky. I'm going to live their attack. I'm fairly confident as well. Hail has 1 turn. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I might be able to beat Rillaboom. I for sure Smart Strike here. I might be able to beat Rillaboom. Drain Punch activates my weakness policy. I shouldn't die. Yep. I'm now guaranteed Smart Strike will kill them too. And then Hail's going to end before I die to Rillaboom. So I can go Crest and I can Moonlight plus Ice Beam spam to win. That's the way I see it anyway. Like, they're going to get a lot of recovery in Rillaboom, but the way I see it, because they have high horsepower, they have U-turn, they have knockoff, and they probably have Glassy Glide. So if it's banded, I don't know how much Crest takes. Again, I'm physically defensive with 164 defense, max HP. And it didn't take that much from those max moves anyway, but they're not boosted, so we'll see. It comes down to Crest versus the world. And the world is Rillaboom, so. Too bad Crest doesn't get the effects of this. Luckily, Hail ends, so I don't know why I click Smart Strike. It doesn't matter. Any attack will kill at that point. I'm boosted a lot. Maybe the Grassy Glide. Or if they have Wood Hammer, they're clicking Wood Hammer, right? Actually, wouldn't I like them to click Wood Hammer? Because they take recoil. Because they don't know what my item is. I could be like, no, I can't be. Yeah, I could be Dark Resist Berry. So they might not go for knockoff. Maybe they'll go for Wood Hammer if they have it. Which I don't know. If they're banded, I don't think Crest takes. But if they're Scarf, I do. They could also just be Assault Vest. So they go for U-turn here. That's going to be able to knock me out. What if that didn't? That'd be so funny. So U-turn is weaker than knockoff. And Crest is at 119. Let me count how much this does. Let me get my math ready. Because I definitely Moonlight here. And I'm not going to be PP'd wasted. And I want to make sure that I can Trick Room. So let's see. Oh, they are choice ban. I did 102 there. They are choice ban. Okay, okay. So what I got to do is I have to heal to get up to full HP and then attempt to beat them via that. Oh my god, they are choice ban, man. That max turn one was fire. Because they would have lost. They would have lost to what's it called? But I also gotta, I'm wasting their grass terrain as well, which is cool. And I do have chances to flinch them. I have chances to freeze them as well. But they also have chances to crit me, and one crit wins the game. And I don't have enough Moonlights. I need to get at full HP. That way I can click Ice Beam once. I don't think clicking Trick Room before is the better play either. I really wish they clicked Wood Hammer. And then I lived in like enough to be able to recover like 5 times in a row. Grassy terrain should end, what, this turn? Yep. Okay, we get another Moonlight here. We're slowly but surely getting back up to full HP. I think it's 2 more Moonlights will get me back up to full. And that gives me a position to win. Like 2 more Moonlights, I think, gives me a position to win. Because I have enough that I can fire off Ice Beams. They're stopping recovering. And I mean, it's going to come down to me being crit, him being frozen, or me just losing outright. I hope I'm doing this right, because I think recovering at the end of the turn is better than me recovering at the beginning of the turn. Okay. So 107. I think I now risk the Ice Beam on Rillaboom. Ice Beam does 39 to 47. Okay, so I risk the Ice Beam now. I think. Yeah, we're not 2 KO'd. Awesome. Ooh, good damage. And now I recover, and then into Trick Room into a crit. Like, is that my play? Like, before I get crit? Oh, I got crit. Never mind. Well, I think we had a shot at winning that because I get 3 more recovers. Nah, that would put me... it would still come down to me, I think, critting them first. But I would still have a shot. But yeah, good game. Well played. Specs, Feeney definitely put in work there. That's like for sure. That mom put in some work, man. Like, if they didn't get that damage off on me, oof. I wish I Max Steel Spiked immediately then. I probably should have, instead of Max Hailstormed. But Max Hailstorm was better if they brought Cinderace, not Feeney. Just because it does so much. Even if it's resistant, it's a 2-hit KO. Whereas Feeney obviously isn't 2-hit KO. Alright, let's keep going. Haven't been able to use Naganadel right, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to stop bringing it. Okay, so I like Urshifu here a lot. I want to keep that thing in the back. Remember when I said I wasn't going to bring Naganadel? I think I'm going to bring Naganadel here. Actually, okay, we're definitely bringing Quagsire or Urshifu. Quagsire is a lead because Quagsire beats everything. To an extent. Quagsire, Urshifu, and probably Naganadel just because of the Toxic. I like Quagsire as a lead because it can Toxic Rotom. It can Toxic Porygon. I should have brought... I don't know if Celesteela was the call here or Crush. Maybe Crush just because it can Ice Beam Salamence. Salamence is a threat if it's Draco. If Salamence is Draco, I don't think I do much. But the way I think I win this game is I bulk up with Urshifu and I G-Max it and I win. Especially if my opponent has bad speed tiers. And by that I mean if their Salamence isn't Jolly. My Urshifu will be faster, and after a bulk up, I'll be able to knock it out with a G-Max 1 Blow. Plus a bulked up Wicked Blow and a Sucker Punch will do a lot too. So again, I'm going to go for a Toxic and see if we can beat Mence via that. But I do think that Quagsire makes a lot of sense here. I have Curse Quag too. Not that it would necessarily beat Suicune. Suicune's a problem. So lead off with Articuno. I want to keep Quagsire alive because it can beat Rotom and it can beat Metagross and it can beat non-toxic Porygon. So I'm going to go Naganadel here to max Air Scream to bring out Urshifu. To Toxic, excuse me, to bring out Urshifu after. I just want a little bit of damage on them. There's a Freezing Glare. I didn't expect an attack like that. I expected Hurricane or whatever first, so Naganadel should die. Yeah, but I get to bring out my Mon that they don't switch into, which is Urshifu. And we just get to click Wicked Blow. I'm debating if I just max immediately too. But if I max and if I don't max, or if I wanted to bulk up there because I'm Focus Sash, but if I bulked up and they max Air Screamed, then they'd be faster in the following turn. I really think Battle Stadium would be... I wonder if they're Focus Sash. I really think Battle Stadium would be really... a lot better if there was no Dynamax, personally. I do think it's really busted on certain Pokemon. I think Cinderace is one of them, though we haven't seen as many broken Cinderaces. I think that Glacier Air is pretty broken with it too, though it can easily be played around. Not easily, but it can be played around, as you guys see. Though, not to say I played it the best. The 1-for-1's fine, and like I said, Naganadel was there. It's kind of just backup for Mence. Potentially. But Quagsire might be able to beat Mence too. They go Porygon. Special attack raises. Their last has to be weak to this thing, right? I just close combat here. Only Thunder Wave will do enough to me. And close combat's a solid 2-hit K. Oh my god, did I just crit them too? Oh my god, my bad, bro. Dude, my boy forgot he didn't click Wicked Blow there. And he was like, nah, let me just crit him with both my moves. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. So that really sucks. I think that what they have in the back will lose to me unless it's Suicune. Okay, it's Metagross. Alright, it's a wrap. All I gotta do is click the G-Max 1 blow. If they Dynamax, they lose as well. If they don't Dynamax, they die. So, and I'm Focus Sash. And Quagsire always checks Metagross. So that crit really hurt. But they were really weak to Urshifu. They did not bring Salamence to potentially intimidate it and be faster. And I just punished their speed tier. I don't even know, like, what were they going to do after. Like, if they paralyze me, I'm still faster with Urshifu. So, I'd still be faster than Porygon with Urshifu. And I can knock him out in the next turn. And then, unless this thing has Grass Knot, Quagsire beats it 1v1. So, I think I still had that win. Regardless of the luck. But I think the luck also eliminated all chance of my opponent winning too. Because if they did have Grass Knot, then you'll see. But it doesn't matter. I just G-Max 1 blow. Got that Focus Sash on deck. And if they try and stall out my Dynamax turns somehow with whatever set on Metagross, doesn't matter. I want to use Articuno as well as Moltres on this. I'm going to use that G-Max 1 blow. That wasn't one hit, bro. What happened? That wasn't one blow. They are weakness policy. Like I said, it don't matter. Quagsire will live every hit, and it has Underwear, so it doesn't care. I mean, they're going to die to the next attack, so it doesn't matter as well, but... Ooh, okay. They won't die. They will not die. Shout out to the Focus Sash. I want to make sure that they don't have... what I want to do is I want to make sure they can't get up Psychic Terrain versus Quagsire to beat me with boosted Zen Headbutts. So I'm going to max guard here just to waste one turn to Dynamax because I should die in the following turn. And then I'll G-Max 1 blow into Earthquake from Quagsire, and that should win the game. And if they have Grass Knot, again, it's not going to kill Quagsire from full. Because it's not going to be Weakness Policy boosted since my Unaware ability. Did I just crit them again? Bro. Oh my god. Urshifu crit all 3 attacks. G-Max 1 blow doesn't crit, right? G-Max 1 blow doesn't crit. We didn't crit last turn. It just hits the target even if it protects. That's it. Yo, okay, we gotta end on that. Alright, well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy a bigger Urshifu just critting every single Pokemon. Of course, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.